Howdy. How are y'all? Alright. My name is Solomon Savage. This is my channel. Howdy. Once again. Okay. I have long threatened and promised more Final Fantasy, and finally it's Friday, and we're going to do some more of that. Oh, speaking of which, I should locate my controller. What did I do with my controller? You see, this is what I get for cleaning off my desk. Now I don't know where anything is. Excuse me for just a moment. Alright, pardon that brief interruption, but we are now back in business. Ooh, excuse me. Let's go ahead and get on into the game, shall we? And game audio. Okay, hopefully that's coming through nice and clear for everybody. Alright. Hello again. My name is Solomon Savage, as I mentioned before. I am a sci-fi western VTuber, and we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy 16 today. Alright, so let's go ahead and get her going. Where did we leave off? Okay, looks like I set up shop back at the hideaway before I left off last time. Alright, let's see. Ah, yes. Need to speak with Sharon. Ah. So nice coming back to this.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
You sure are, Belle. Okay. Let's see. Sharon. Charon.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
No, sweetheart. I don't want you in my laps, please. No. I love you, Patches, but now is not the time. Ah. Alright, let's see what we got here. Looks like everything there is sold out. No need to buy any of that. Yeah, the iron belt is not something that I need. Looks like with these two, I got 20,000 gil. Lionheart tonic. Ooh, pretty. Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. I'll take one of these.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Let's see. Do I want any of those? Alright, no accessories. Full on potions. Let's go ahead and get the other Lionheart tonic. Why not?
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Don't got anything to sell. All these weapons that I'm not using. Yeah. Why am I not wearing this? Okay. Maybe I haven't changed my equipment yet. Yeah, those. Increases aerial combat damage. Badge of metal. Little fire. Crafting. Okay.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some at foul's brewing, and it in tires bought by tea. Just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Oh boy.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's so good of you, Billy. Who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Client reports unlocked. Interesting. Client reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gott at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports compiled by the Riskbreakers contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Riskbreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Quick look.
Alright. Use GOTS Alliance reports not only to find new quests around Valencia, but also to travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Fancy. Welcoming committee, dying on the vine. Let's do some side quests before we get into it. That way I can remember how these controls work.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Yeah, let's do it.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Oh, I understand what I'm seeing over there. Yeah, somebody's drying some clothes with some wind magic over there. Cute.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
It looked like it.
I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Bone thin.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
All right. Let's see about getting in there.
How did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to sell? Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon. Can I have another cup, Daddy?
There'll be none left for me.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Do I have the loaf now? Thank you.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Your best bet is, in case when you're helping some starving people, is to make sure that they have enough food that has high enough water content that their stomach can easily handle it.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from a tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Hey, some free AP. I can't be mad. And a gill bug. Hooray. Alright.
What happens to us now, brother?
Oh,
Nothing
still in
bad,
the party.
I
Very
promise.
nice.
Not ever again.
Wow, that's right. I don't need to be here to do that. Alright. World map. Now we go back. Or, wait. Another quest hanging out here, don't I? Alright. Let's go ahead and follow the marker. So anyway, like I said earlier yesterday, around 6 o'clock or so, I got it in my mind to go ahead and clean off my desk. It was getting pretty dusty. Don't really care for that. And then it kind of devolved into, I'm tired of all these cables tangling up my feet. Time to do some cable organization. So I did. Ooh, what do we got here? Mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers will remove the skins of the grape after pressing, leaving both skin and seed in the juice to commingle, creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. Then, once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed, and the must is then transferred into wooden barrels of oak and chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving texture, all while lessening bitterness. Yeah. Nice little bit of lore.
Will never forgive me if I don't save that crop. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Ah, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quentin's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up, and little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quentin will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
All right. Before I go back upstairs, what's in this door? Ooh, hello, lady.
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
She's on to me. She's on to me, boys. All right. Do.
But
So-
how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
Don't tell me. Turdins.
All right. Time for a stroll. You know, I haven't touched this in a month, and it still looks so fresh and very nice. You can definitely tell that they took their time to craft it with love.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Okay. There we go. There's a lock on. Bring you down to size.
Out of our way.
I'm having a hard time connecting my mana burst. Got tired of trying to pull it through the fence. Paltry experience. Some decent items.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
While we're out here in the vineyard, well, I look for some goods. You guys hiding anything on me out here? I'm pretty sure I combed over this place pretty good last time. But just in case I missed something. Birdie. Anything behind this little barn? Nope, don't look like it. Okay. Hello there, mate. Airship, huh? Neat.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Don't tell me. Turdins.
I've tried my hand at growing grapes not too long ago. Got a couple of vines and everything. Everything's all set up in the backyard. Problem is that every time that I manage to get okay, now that my eyes are adjusting, that the grapes are getting up on time for it to be ripe, the birds pick everything clean. So Haven't gotten a single harvest off him yet, and it's been nearly 2 years since we planted him.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
There we go. That was the AP I was looking for. Let's see. How much did I need for those abilities, I wonder? Alright. Alright. Let's see now. Yeah, 1500 and 2390 to master that. Okay. They learned. They're not mastered. Okay, understood. So to learn this one, we'll need another 606? 706? Yeah, 706. Alright. Let's go ahead and do a quick save. And let's go ahead and go back to the hideaway. Unless... let's go over to Martha's Rest and do some questing over there too. Alright. So, have any of you ever participated in like a rewards program or anything of that nature for your job? My wife got has had this what they call fringe benefits. It's a literal service called that, and they recently said that at her job that they wanted to know if anyone was actually using the stuff from Fringe that they had signed everybody up for, and it seems like the overall consensus was no, because nobody had anything that they wanted to redeem from the rewards. So they told everybody, I was like, okay, well, at the end of the year, we're going to be discontinuing it, and we'll be putting the money somewhere else that would be of more benefit for everybody else. But what my wife ended up discovering is that she could redeem a whole bunch of her fringe points and get some Nintendo gift cards. So she managed to score about $200 worth of Switch money. So we ended up getting Super Mario RPG and Echoes of Wisdom. She and I used to play Mario RPG, the original release, on a Super Nintendo that she had a terrible short in it. In the system, that is. And what it would do is that it would reset the memory inside of the cartridge because of the power surge, and she would have to start off from the beginning all over again if that cable to the power supply was ever disturbed. And to be fair, they didn't exactly cat-proof the area, so that happened quite often. So she ended up getting pretty frustrated with the whole experience, and she hasn't played the game in quite a while. But now we have an option where she can actually, you know, sit down and enjoy it without having to worry about her progress getting reset at the whims of a four-legged critter. So hopefully that'll be something that she can look forward to.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Alright, guys. A little bit of vigilante work. Why not? I mean, I am dressed like Batman, so...
Ha! Golden Stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
You're lucky I didn't set the whole place on fire. Sorry, Martha.
Keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants wouldn't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
Well, I mean, I did kind of paint her shop red, so I guess that's fair. At least take the corpses with you on your way out. Excuse me.
There he is, the man of the hour.
That's right. Torgal is the man of the hour. Isn't that right, boy? Goodest boy.
You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Alright. Anything else in the area? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So, if I were to, say, open the world map. I know I ain't got a whole lot of places I could visit. But it looks like I've knocked out all of the external quests here. Let's go back to the hideaway, see what I can find there. Oh, wonder if behind me, huh?
He's never this late. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier in the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Alright, let's go ahead and lock it in. Alright. Send me to Lost Wing. Do.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard?
I'm sure he knows by now. It's about the third or fourth time I've heard that story.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know.
Certainly.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
There'll be none left for me.
Alright, let's head on out that
Sun's
way, maybe?
setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
It always seems to be on the edge of dusk here, doesn't it? Ah, still very lovely. I am going the right way, right? Yep, that looks like that's the right way. Ah, man, there's nothing like the woods and the hours of twilight. You got a little bit of golden sun peeking through the leaves. Sky starting to change colors. Just nothing quite like it. A cup of gill. Thank you. Gotta make money somehow, I suppose. Excuse me.
You all right?
Hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall
Beastmen, huh?
played a hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Oh, somebody got into trouble. Oh, hello there.
Why am I not surprised? Not this time.
Oh, not dodge fast enough. Nope, not exactly what I was looking for there. Ah! Huh, how about that? That was not what I intended. Rip and tear. That's right. Stack them up, boys. And another level. Okay. Some nice jumps on my HP right there. Very nice. A little bit more on my stagger. Very nice. Bone necklace. Valley matter and we're right. Okay. You know, speaking of equipment, I need to make sure I got my gear equipped. There we go. There we go. Very nice. I am good with that. Alright. Oh. What we got? Oh. Poor fucking sod. They tore him to pieces. Bet that ogre smashed him real up.
Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Let's go ahead and fast travel, why not? Nothing between us. Not even any items to collect.
I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Oh, hooray. Now we've broken 4 digits. Getting ever closer. I do want that ultimate. Alright, Jill. You, me, and Torgal. Let's hit the road. Oh, there's more quests to be had. Hooray. Okay, who else needs help here? Red Letter Day. Let's go ahead and pop down an icon there.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Wanted to send a message.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damned pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Maybe.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway
Stretch out a little bit.
supplies.
Oh.
So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Alright, let's get it.
The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sandbreck as soon as I can.
Alright. Onward to the Downs.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
I know there was a marker right there. Now here we are.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Ah, okay. There they are.
More of the lost supplies.
Fetchy fetch. Ah, last one.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. I've come this far. Might as well ask around.
Whoop. There we go. It's like I know I saw somebody floating around here.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
I wonder how many polygons they put on these grapes. Oh, I think they're just... Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, they're just flat images. I remember there being a fake scandal about how the grape geometry had changed in Final Fantasy XIV after a patch because they just had way too many polygons in them. It was causing the system to slow down like it was like 1.0 all over again. Everyone was in pretty good spirits about it. It was mostly just gentle ribbing at the devs.
Back are ya? Did Master Quentin summon ya?
The shad's all salted and smoked. It'll be an age before the stink's gone from the stairs.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Hey, pupper.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. But he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Alright, let's go ahead and head back.
Maybe I should just own up to what Owen said. There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. The letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
There you go, lad.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver. Her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. He did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Ever closer, but never quite there. Alright. Alright. Doesn't look like I've got any more quests waiting for me. Let's see now. There's the Reed Stone, 1,000 tomes. I should probably check in with tomes. Forge. Definitely need to see the old man. Blackthorn was his name, right?
I see I'm busy here. What's that for you, dear?
Flame Tongue. Hey. Take Stormcry, Fire Shard. Well, I'm not using them.
No scratches, right?
Alright, let's see. Dark Sash. Yeah, it looks like I've already gotten all those. Steel Crowns. Yeah, oh, every one of those is all right. Okay. I already have Battle Chains 2. Doesn't look like the belt I've got is going to be upgradable at all. Neither this Flame Tongue either.
Fine.
Alright, Gav, what you got? Wait, no. Tomes. Into the mess and then up the stairs.
Good day. Or is it night?
And Clive tells Harpocrates of his adventure, and he updates his tomes. Ravenous Reader. Extant.
A rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Alright, what we got? Founder. Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sins of the Zemeckis. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, the few who survived the fall took to wandering the lands, spurning magic and staying to the shadows, and so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of his life, if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest, a beach, and alder. Here he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until the shelter became a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breaths for his hubris. But as his estate grew and one building became two and two became three, the people began to slow their steps. It was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. Thus did they, without magics or machines, without boon or blessing, they relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, and each other. And slowly, house gave way to village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanding upon it. and though his name was eventually forgotten, his spirit lives on to this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Alright, let's look at the Continental Accord. An international pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which such matters as the treatment of bearers and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. It was formed the basis of much of Valsian society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. It also put in place a universal calendar marking a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which put magic users at a crippling disadvantage. Can't say I care for that.
For me, I should be happy to answer it.
Got some more in the way of persons of interest, huh? Alright. Relevant topics. Drake's Head, the Holy Empire, Sandbrick. I'm good.
Did you learn everything you needed?
I think I could spend all day here just looking at the stuff that's in those tomes. I'll probably do it someday. We should probably get some questing done.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said he's the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our Eikons to fall back on.
See, babe. I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an Eikon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see the lad?
What can I interest you in today? Keep fighting the good fight.
do for supper?
Fill our bellies with thoughts of tomorrow.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I wouldn't say safe, but at least now it's possible.
Sorry, I didn't realize that I had been muted this entire time. Okay, well, I'm going to step away for a second. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Alright. Let's go ahead and keep an eye out for some goods. There's some. Pair of wild chocobos, maybe. There's another something. Dragonette.
Let's make this quick.
Finished.
Well, you're just kicking ass. Oh, another Avis. Hooray.
This won't be easy.
Oh. Didn't see that one coming. Right. We traded a few blows. Thanks to priming.
Northreach.
Hello, critters. Worgans. Alright. Let's give you guys a shot.
It's over. It's over.
Oh. Had our fun, had we? Alright. Anything else out here for me to notice? I don't want to just charge willy-nilly off to our destination, but I think one more encounter and that'll be enough. Oh. Oh. Missed the dodge on that one. Got gored by an antelope. I'll bet there's something over there. Over by the water. Oh my, aren't those lovely?
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Those hams were biggest.
Let's pet the boy.
You like that, don't you?
Good dog.
Welcome, good. Back off, Brandy. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Alright.
Fresh fish, all from the Sea of Grace this very morning.
You there? Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
Ah.
Not getting any fresher.
What we got over here, merchant?
Welcome, welcome.
Don't think I need a Gaia blade. Yeah. What else we got? Goldwork sash, battle chains, briar clamshell. Let's make it an even 4.
You've a keen eye.
That's a meteorite. I'll take your
I
meteorite.
do like a customer who knows what he wants.
For the storm, against the wind, white water, and control. These guys are rather affordable. Don't need much in the way of potions. You know what?
You've a keen eye. An excellent choice.
All right.
Back again.
Big spender. Alright, let's see. Anything else out here? Oh. Hello, pretty girl.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Well, she knows her business.
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
However do they get that colour?
Are you gonna buy something?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Selena, I love you, babe, but you can't be here.
Hold up.
Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
All right, dear. Come on. Out you get. You've been fussed. Now it's time to move on.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Oh, brother. There are worse things than have a pretty woman bat her eyes at you.
I've seen you around the Vale of late.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
PTSD, baby.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Now I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Moon and stars.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Let's get it going.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then? Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. He'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
Hmm. Do tell.
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne. And put fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. The dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
I
This
see.
man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Ooh, more side quests.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Yeah, why not? You're paying me.
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles, which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Alright. I'm not going to prioritize this one right off the bat. 3 heavy purses.
Did one of them get on this side of the gate?
Another one of the dame's pets. Why must she let them off the leash?
It's not been half a moon since Belling.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, this was it.
Signed up for.
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's coin.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Most likely. Falls there nigh on every night.
Alright. Let's go ahead and grab a few of these other quests here since I'm going to be leaving town. If I can afford to get that that ultimate, I think that would be a good use of my time, at the very least.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. But that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the veil.
How about the veil?
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by...
Come, treat yourself.
How about a plum? For the apple of
What
your
did you say
eye?
was in these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
One more off-screen
Not
handoff.
just any drink. The very best.
specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
Alright, a couple more deliveries here. Grab a couple more quests.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the Master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Rather charming personality you have there, friend.
Lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
Brother, I'll bury you.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Might want to check and see if those things are laced with strychnine. Jeez, what a poisonous personality.
You say these are all for... There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the Master's table.
Every Johnson jostle this unexceptional leather sack is accompanied by an eerily melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Okay. Guess you were just hiding behind a brusque manner.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Alright, Etienne. Let's go ahead and get your delivery done.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
After the leaves of the tabak plant are harvested, they are dried and cured for several moons to improve their flavor before being finely chopped and rolled inside a single uncut leaf. Though no other ingredients are added, the resulting cigars are possessed of the distinct aromas of vanilla, cherry, and clove. Sounds delightful, but once again, I don't smoke. Essence of rose. It says that the petals of 20 roses are required to distill a single drop of fragrant rose oil. Yeah, that tracks. And brandy wine. A potent spirit made by distilling wine and then aging in barrels for several decades. As such, it remains a luxury even for the aristocracy. Brandy wine.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would you be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals?
No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
All right. No AP this time, but money instead. Yeah, 1994, not a bad year. Steel, silk, and bloody hides. Excellent. More crafting materials. All right, let's see. I know I saw one or two more flags around here. One at the training grounds. Over there at the corner. All right, let's go with this guy first. All right, trace my steps here. Whee. Ah.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush up on our swordcraft. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
You don't say.
You lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody believe it! The bastard's wearing the moon and stars!
He'll be ways strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Brother.
No doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are. Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Interesting. You want me to tag your ass? You know, most people would think twice about messing with somebody who's actually got magic. But these guys, too, they just don't blink. I dare say that they're rather got their heads up their asses. Alright. May as well make it a permanent feature.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Ready to get your ass handed to you?
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use
all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. Stay down. That's it. All right. So you know one end of a blade from the other. Stay down.
One down. You want the other one?
Fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
All right, I'll cave in your head too.
Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How the bearer? Win the dame's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Here. You got potential. Look at that.
Anybody else care for a dance?
Can I go now?
Grieger's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
Watch your mouth.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
I don't think you connected even once. Appreciate the money though, and the meteorite.
What do you reckon Yannick's done to upset the dame?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin. Simple fare cost little more than a pittance. But to revel in the suffering of others. A simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
That's not a opinion that most banded would share with you. But alright.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Damn right.
What do you reckon Yannick's done to upset the dome? Square as a cat.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Randy, who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames. And you, if you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Ah, she's got the curse going on. She's not long.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Well, we got one more.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
These claw simulations are beautiful.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Miserable sods.
Yeah. It looks like you need it.
Food prepared by Matthew for 3 overworked and underfed bearers employed in Northridge's garrison. Alright.
The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
The drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Actually, wait. Hold on. Let me take that marker off the map. There we go. Now I'll stop getting confused. Steady on there, Isabel.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Can you tell me you've got... All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business. Then on my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dane. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Like I said, there are worse things in the world than having a pretty girl smile at you. All right. I wonder if I shouldn't have it take a look around the place. See if I can't find any special loots. Pardon me. Excuse me again.
That's the day done then. It's not been an afternoon since Bennett's.
Oh man, grunting and groaning. Seems he's put his back out. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, honestly. Oh, what do we got here? Read. Daily regimen. Roll call, morning prayer, rounds, striking dummies, midday rations, the butts, armored sparring, kit maintenance, groundskeeping, and then roll call again. Ugh. Got stubborn hair in my mouth. Blech. One of the perils of having a beard. Always eating your own hair.
What do you reckon Yannick's done?
Alright, well, I doubt very much that I'm going to find anything out here. I've already pretty much traipsed all over the grounds. I'll see what's out this direction, but like I said, I doubt I'm going to find anything. Yeah, crystals, huh? Goodness. Now I have to wonder, are those rationed amongst the troops, or those ones they confiscated from people?
Think I might see you tonight?
Ooh, I did find something. Some black blood. Nothing to scream about, but, you know, it's something. Oh. Alright. Now I really have looked over the entire place. Alright. Out the gate I go. No hopping over the wall from me.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Far too many, I'm sure. Alright. let's get some dogs. Ah. You know, I still don't get how the how that magic combo at the end of a 4-hit physical combo is supposed to work. Hello, birdies. I'm not here to fight you. You're too pretty. Them doggos, however, those I will kick the shit out of. Wold Hound.
Stay down.
You know, most people would consider this the same frickin' town if it's just on the other side of somebody's field.
A lot of you. There's still work to be done.
More fucking bigots.
You heard me. Shift your asses. You, branded. Here, now.
Alright. What do you want?
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go, and see that you kill the beast.
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Or if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Well, it's a good thing that you're stuck in this fucking arena with me. Couple of hides. Not bad.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Wow.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame.
Nope. Once again, mankind is the worst of monsters.
Before it happens again.
Yeah. Well, since I'm right here by the coast. No, there ain't nothing down there but water. Pretty, though. Man, goddamn, that is beautiful. I gotta say, all this tech that's going to make things look as good as this, man. I can't imagine how much effort and man hours went into just creating the textures and the simulations to make this work. Unfreaking believable.
You, Brandon, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
You're looking at him.
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame. Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? Their pain? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, Branded? The dame's pet or no, I will not abide such insolence.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Brother.
I'm wasting my time. I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Yeah, it looks like my phone's running low on battery. I may have to charge it here in a minute. So I will be losing movement here in just a few minutes. But until then, let's go ahead and clean up this mess. Poor kids. Not even full-grown adults.
All victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Oh, I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Well, sweetheart, no. I love you. But no lap. Come on, back up. Alright. Give me a chance here to change out plugs on this thing. I thought I had it all sorted out. Alright. Give me just a second. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so it appears that one of my cables was mismanaged somehow. It's got power running to it now, so the camera shouldn't go out. Anyway, back to this. Yep, couldn't have happened to a pair of nicer bastards. Alright. Alright. Hello, Lisette.
Have you seen my Chloe? pen while I did my chores. But she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her? Maybe she'll find her own way home.
I'm disappointed, little kid. Sorry.
I let her out.
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful, white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. She likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday, but it's my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
Now, I hate to ask this question. Is this a bear?
Not a field to search.
Or is it a critter?
Like someone might have seen her. You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Alright. Alright. What's the bet? Creature or person?
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl?
Of course, I saw what it was barking at. Just over there.
Is that someone napping on the job?
No, she's dead.
They don't mind the interruption.
She's dead. She's way too pallid. The curse has got her.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
And with that, we have enough for Garuda's ability. Well, Lisette, it's a hard lesson. Oh honestly. What can you say to something like that? Alright, we have aerial blast now. So let me go ahead and modify one of my sets here. Alright, so we'll put Garuda in here. Alright. For this one, we'll have Rising Flames, Scarlet Cyclone. No. Yeah. Let's Rising Flames first. And then for the other ability, we'll have Ignition instead. That's just way too useful. And then for this one, we'll have Gouge and Aerial Blast. Alright. Very good. Alright. Rising Flames, Ignition, Gouge, and Aerial Blast. Alright. Let's trottle off then, shall we?
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
Breath of Fire, Heat Wave. Don't have that one. We do have a meteorite though. 4K. Into the Maya Orchestrion roll. Don't really need any potions. I'm good.
Thanks for nothing.
We got Bertrand.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. Don't think he's a deserter.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I am. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes. Yes, that's right.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal.
Well, it should be.
Firm, however, and for all
Hey,
his
get down from
bluster,
there.
he still purchased a new comb.
Get down. Get down.
Albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
That almost rhymed, you know?
Not at all. I would do anything for the day. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
All right, yonder ruins. Gotcha. Ah, I see now.
It smells of death here, Torbu.
And where there's death, there's dogs.
We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Damn, only got one. That's how you poor bastards handle a hurricane. Get him, Torgal. Good boy. That was fun. I'm going to have to network those two a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, Ignition and Aerial Blast. Those two work pretty good.
Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
There's the comb. Damn.
So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I'm sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Yeah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to more for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh?
Mm-hmm.
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with the dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Let's praise our pup.
Thou
See, you pet the dog, you feel better. Isn't that weird? That's why dogs are the goodest boys and the goodest girls. You will not convince me otherwise. I wonder what there it goes off into. Interesting little bit there. I'll leave the explorations for later. I'm sure they'll have us go down the road some point.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal. You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Ah.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
I sure did. Sorry to tell you.
I see. My dear Tatier. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
So people keep telling me.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
An old wooden comb gifted to Tatienne by Madame Isabel. Several of the teeth appear to have been recently broken. Oh.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Meteorites.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Not to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Alright. Nothing in the merchant that I want. Right? And that would be the direction I need to go anyway, so it looks like I predicted the future. Before I leave the safety of the village, safety being used in quotes here, I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to use the restroom. BRB! Excuse me. And I'm back. Alright. Let's get it going. Royal Meadows. Goods. Ah, it's one of those. The irresistible urge to throw wide the gates.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
No, dear, you cannot have the lap. I'm sorry. You can have pets, but that's it.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried. Nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
Might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Words of wisdom for us all. Man, I am running out of steam. For crying out loud, it's been nearly 3 hours. I did not realize those side quests are going to cost me so much time. I apologize. But in any case, this is a good enough place for us to sign off for the evening. I guess it won't give me no choice but to go on with it. Ah. Alright, yeah. Here will be good enough. Thank you. We'll go ahead and save here. Alright. Well, anyway, I hope all of you had fun. I enjoyed myself thoroughly, though I am very tired now, and I would like very much to take a nap, if not go to bed. I had very little sleep this afternoon. There was a lot of necessary things I needed to take care of while it was still daylight. Jeez, I'm so tired I'm starting to slur my words. But in any case... go ahead and get yourself a big old stretch if you got to. And I hope you have a good one, no matter what time of day it is. So, until next time, take care of yourselves. Be good to one another out there. And I'll see you later. Possibly tomorrow. About the same time. I have no idea what we're going to be doing, but we'll be sure to be doing something. In any case, bye for now.